godly.
A few episodes ago, I was talking about how I saw this post from McCabe, who is a private equity executive, and it was on LinkedIn, and he was talking about what he would do if he started from zero and how he would build capability first, and then that would attract the capital that he needed to actually do transactions, to do deals. And ever since I saw that, like that moment really started to help me build momentum again. Because sometimes, like I was saying, you go through all these different cycles, and it came at a perfect time where now I'm going back and looking at everything that I've done up until this point, and resurfacing some of the systems that I created, the strategies that are in play, things that like were buried for some time and now they're resurfacing up. And you start to see the team rally behind that. You just have to weather these storms, these slow periods, and not stop. And that's the key, is not stopping. So it feels really good to get this momentum back. I'm looking at, I have here. Let me show you really quick. It's helping me really lock in. I'll show you really. So this is the architecture that I use, 7-step architecture that I use to really dial in something that I've developed. And, it starts with earned and owned insights. So I'm looking at process gaps, risks, and it goes down. Infrastructure design. So I'm designing the infrastructures, playbooks, trust and taste engine, making sure everything, because that's what things are coming down to now. How can you create trust in your taste levels? That's it. You're starting to hear more about this. So revenue generation, how I break that down, onboarding, leverage fulfillment, and optimization. That's why it's good never to forget. That's why documentation is so important, because you can always go back and resurface some of the things that you're doing. So I'm about to jump into this meeting really quick, and I'll talk to you soon. Ever since I saw that LinkedIn post from McCabe, like that one little moment really set things off and helped me build my momentum back. And when I saw those documents, I'm like, this is exactly what I need right now. Because I've been talking, I'm starting conversations now. I'm starting to get into the midst of things, and the structure comes right at the perfect time. So I'm just excited for you to walk me through what you put down, and we can go through it. And yeah. All right, so I just finished that last meeting. It was with our operations lead, just trying to systematize everything and keeping everything super organized. Because at the end of the day, we're still crystallizing some of our concepts and ideas to make sure everything is seamless and it makes sense at the end of the day, so it provides the most value. So that was a really good call. I have another meeting happening pretty soon, and then I'm gonna do some more research calls, go into the weeds for a little bit, and bring out some insight, bring out some intel. So everything's moving. I feel really good. I feel really good. I feel the momentum is back. When these times come, you gotta lean all the way into it, because it may stop for a little bit, and you just keep pushing. Just keep pushing. It's funny how things work out, especially when you're getting yourself aligned. Since the meeting that I had with our operations lead, some very interesting, positive developments happened in the matter of like 15 minutes. I'm not going to make any announcement yet, but I'm not going to make a big deal out of it either. But I'll talk a little bit more about tomorrow. It does pertain the vlog and the media that we're creating, and really aligning with some of the industry experts, and really having a way to really create some instant credibility, and also being able to align on other things down the road. So I'll talk a little bit more about it tomorrow, but I just want to put it on record that when you start really putting alignment and getting things in aligned, things start, taking care of themselves. They start to unfold. Let me do a quick mindset check here. So tell me about, how are you doing right now? Do you feel like you have momentum? Do you feel like you lost momentum? Where do you feel like you're at in your cycle? Put it in the comments right now. Let's chat about it, because I can tell you, being in a cycle where it's down and just chipping, if you're in a cycle where it's down, what I would say is just try to get 1% better every single day and just chip at it until momentum hits. And that's what I had to do to really get back into this momentum, because like I was saying, like I'll share in probably the next episode and you'll see it immediately. So it's not going to be, that big of a deal. Is it led, it's leading to things that would have never happened. It first started with seeing that LinkedIn post by Lee McCabe, and then this second thing happened on LinkedIn as well. Someone reached out to me that's in the M&A media space. So these two things is like, okay, it's building that momentum, but it wasn't always like that. Had to chip away, and then just knowing that something was going to break. So let me know in the comments, where are you at in your momentum cycle? So I'm getting down to the end of my day, but one of the things that I always got to remind myself of, when you're playing this game, you've really got to play to win. Not just to compete, not just to survive, you got to play to win. And with that mentality, it comes down to the moments and the momentum that you're building or not building. And there's always a cost of inaction associated when you're not moving with the flow of the market. So that leaves me with, some of my final thoughts for today. If you made it this far in the video, I really appreciate it. With that said, I'm out. Peace.